Sup, music makers and gamers, and I'm recording this because I had another video. It wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. I basically just made a song without having any volume. I just kind of like muted my laptop and tried to make music without listening to it. It wasn't too bad. It kind of sounded like. But I lost the. Well, I didn't lose it. I put it in the wrong spot and my laptop freaked out. What I'm planning today, Minecraft. I wanted to go through the new update, find some cool sounds, and see if I can make anything out of the various cool sounds. I'm going to boot up a world, put it in creative. We're going to give it a great name. And I don't think we need to change anything else. So I'll let this load. I suppose while we wait for it to load, I'll tell you to like and subscribe. No, well, well, it's my skin still. God damn, 16 FPS. Yes, this is what we like to see. Okay, so we're going to ignore the impossibly low frame rate of my MacBook Air. I think first things first, let's just go find some amethyst. What do these sound like? Ooh. Yeah, let's see if we can find some axolotls, and they might be able to make axolotl noises that we can utilize. I might just spawn one in, because... I forgot that chains do that now. Oh. Go on. Yeah. Breaking cobblestone could be like a kick. Like leaves or something we could probably maybe turn into a clap. Shearing a sheep? Oh, water? You know what, let's just get a bit of inspiration. Let's just go to the end and see what happens. We'll just go on a quick trip to the end. Not the end, the nether. And... I want just the whoosh. I don't want to go through, I just want the whoosh. God, I'm good. Jesus. What else have we got here? Lava. Let's just hit some stuff. It's got some low end. But I just want to do one thing. One thing. Won't take long. Are my weather sounds off? Oh, this is no fun if my weather sounds are off. Hang on. Alright, here we go. Check this out. Alright, I think we got all the sounds we need. But get this, right? Right after I finished collecting all my sounds, the screen recorder just decided to stop. It just didn't record anything properly after I finished. Like, I don't know why. It just decided once I'd finished playing Minecraft that it was time to stop working. So this is the file. It's not very long, less than a minute. Ignore that. We'll get to that later. Let's open up the drum rack. So here we've got 7 sounds at the start here. That's just this first clap, which I believe this was the sound of leaves breaking, and then I just sped it up a bit and tightened it up. And when I got into the actual meat and potatoes of the track, I wanted to layer a bit of stuff over this clap, but just that by itself is not great. So I layered this, which I believe was me falling on the soul sand in the nether, and then also that's just the click on the menu. So I put them all on top of each other. And it's just, got a bit more punch and it shoots through a bit brighter than just the leaves, which is what I wanted. I've got a kick. That is the start of, an actual kick drum sample that I put over a EQ'd stone block breaking. So I just put that extra little sample cymatics kick. The last drum that we've got in this first section is the hi-hat. And that's not too hard to pick out, that's the flint and steel. Before I get into the rest of the drums, I'll show you what else I've got here. So this is the main part of the track. So that there is a series of the amethyst geodes being broken. I'll play it without the bass, just here. This is just... That's exactly what I wanted to use that sound for. That's entering the nether portal. And I just use that as a riser into the main section. And I had a moment where I put it in where I kind of freaked out. I'll throw the audio in. Woo! Alright, that sounds cool. Now let's get to this bass. This might be a bit tricky to hear. I've edited it a bit so that if your speakers aren't amazing, you should be able to hear it as long as you're at a fairly standard volume. But this is a bass best heard with good headphones. So this was the Shroomlight breaking. If I turn everything off, there's a wider, there's a channel EQ and an OTT. You can kind of hear it there, but again, you have to be really listening for it in the track. If I put everything over it, you can barely hear that. And so I just threw the wider on it to give it a bit of space, the channel EQ to boost that low end. Just cleans it up, makes it sound more bass-like, and then the OTT just really brings it up. So if you've got some particularly bassy, ear adhesives on, then that might be a bit intrusive, especially when I put it over everything. But as far as bass sounds go, that's pretty good. The second section... Oh, hang on, before we get to that. Just a zombie bro. I'll go through the rest of the drums that I've added here. So I've added that and this. So this is more of an open hi-hat sort of sound that I wanted to get here. Keeps the rhythm going a bit more, which I did like. And so that is the sheep shearing sound that I did initially try to get a hi-hat out of, and I've stretched it out a bit so it kind of sounds a bit more open drum kit hi-hatty sort of sound. This, that's the sound of me plunging into the water, sped up a bunch. I put it over the first snare in each set of 2 of this loop. For no particular reason, I just thought it sounded fun. Now, this was where all of the samples, stretching like 5-6 minutes long of just all the samples that I collated. I didn't even end up using all of them. But this section was just sitting here. This is untouched since I compiled all the samples. And it was just sitting there. I accidentally left it on and it sounded kind of cool. So it's just kind of random sounds that I was going to use and didn't end up using. They just kind of sat there and, happy little accident, as they say. This one I was very impressed by. This is 2 of the axolotl sounds. One in each ear, probably because that's where the axolotls were sitting. It's so rhythmically in time that it was just uncanny. I heard it. It was like, how did that happen? So when you, kind of... When you have them all there, it's just a bit of extra stuff to listen to. A bit of that ear candy, And then this. That's the lightning. I don't know why I put it there, but it was very funny at the time. It's just loud, and loud does equal funny. But that's all I did as far as putting sounds together was. I had like 16 minutes of recording. I got down to maybe 30 or 40 samples, and I only ended up using, 15 or 20 of them. I'll play all of it now for you, so you can just listen to the whole thing. And then we'll just finish up there, I guess. Alright, here we go. Truly beautiful. Very happy with how this turned out. I'm surprised that it sounds as good as it did. I really didn't know how it was going to turn out when I started recording, and I'm very annoyed that the recording didn't work. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this, within 3 months, hopefully. I'll leave a link to my latest release, Irradiant Neon, in the description so you can check that out as well. But that'll be it from me. See you later, I guess.